Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends, where friends gather to explore the area and play Dungeons and Dragons. And a special hello to all of our friends in Germany who have been with us the past few weeks. We are so thrilled to have you as new friends. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends.
Well, hello, travelers. What we have here is a group of adventurers who decide to go deep into the underground of Seven Rivers to rescue their friend from the dungeons of the maybe rightfully arrested buddy of theirs who may or may not have been holding onto some hot merchandise. But that's neither here nor there. The group went down, navigated the tunnels to some success, fighting some territorial beasts that seem to be nabbing erstwhile prisoners from the prison that they, in fact, broke into through one of their harvesting holes, one might say. And we were able to break into the prison, in fact, accidentally finding the higher security area. And we just started freeing people willy-nilly as long as they kind of seemed cool about it. And despite our best efforts, we successfully found Butterbeer in like the 6th cell, which is not how we usually do things. Normally, the prison should be on fire, partially demolished, and a bunch of innocent people either injured or dead. We have shown a level of competency that is in fact terrifying. And with that, we find us dusting off Butterbeer being healed. That's where we're at it, in the high security part of the prison. To be quite honest, shocked our Butterbeer was not in a different prison somewhere.
Everyone, please take note. The group has made a comment of how surprised and happy they are that there were no massive deaths or destruction. I think it's just smart to keep that in mind before tonight's episode continues.
Like I said, no death or destruction as of yet. Up until this point, competent.
Competent.
Anyway,
Today's word of the day.
we're going into this with great expectations.
So, for those of you who were not with us, where we left off, the group was in a cell with one battered, beat up, injured, and pretty bad off Beauregard Butterbeer. In tow, they had a halfling thief named Phineas, an overlook merchant named Fargus, and a half-ogre named Groon. And they were left, Gaius had just been recognized by Butterbeer. Toad and Calandra had been turned invisible by Eldred and had gone off to see if they could reach one of the upper levels to kind of create havoc by releasing all sorts of people up there. I believe you gave them 2 rings of keys.
Yes, we still have set on us as well. Seeing as we also promised the rebellion folk that we're going to really look for Mr. Andrews, Edward Andrews. He is still on the list of individuals to find. So hopefully he's also in the high level area that we find ourselves in. Knock on wood.
Maybe any of our new friends know where Mr. Andrews is?
They don't seem to. They're pretty much one of the things about this area is everyone's kept separate. So they're kind of surprised with all the other people that they've come across, including yourselves and the other people that are tagging along.
I know that Viv right now, she definitely, before coming into this jail, her scarf is like wrapped all the way around her face. Like ears are hidden, hair is hidden, and like lower half of the mouth is hidden with the
Okay.
scarf.
Viv's going full elven ninja then.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so your Gaius, Reed,
Yes.
are the two that are in the cell with Butterbeer.
So, if you didn't register to Paul, I did heal him up some.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I got that.
So, hello, Butterbeer. Gaius roots around his bag, pulls out like a sword. You know how to use any of this kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'm
For
not in great
defense?
shape, but I can try.
Well, more
If
for
you-
self-defense.
Yeah, a dagger, and I could probably manage a short sword better than I could a long sword, though.
Yep. Yeah, I root around, and there's definitely a bunch of dead halfling short swords and daggers that have been slowly acquired through our adventure. Then there you go, bud. All right.
I picture Butterbeer going, I could probably handle a short sword. Guy is looking at his bag and go, do you have a preference of color?
Yes. Would you prefer partially used, still stained in blood, or is that hair? That might be hair. Anyway, so Butterbeer, have you heard of Edward Andrews before?
Just from the town criers when they were active.
Okay. So he's somewhere in the prison somewhere. So one of the caveats, we got assistance and like throwing his thumb back toward the Gray Ghost with information and some extra pair of hands to help get you out of here. That we just need to also find him and get him out of here. So we're gonna at least look around here a little bit more before we decide where to go next. I think
Because he was supposed to be
because
executed.
he was, but then that big explosion happened and he wasn't. So
Exactly. So if he's anywhere, it would be in this area.
I'd assume so. Yes, that's a good assumption to make. I guess we have plenty of people.
You've got a grand
should-
little crowd there, actually.
Well, yeah, it's going to be real hectic at some point, I'm sure. I guess looking at the map, the direction we haven't gone is south still, I believe. Correct, Paul?
Yep.
And there was the one door to the north that we didn't go through, but was confirmed that's where one of the checkpoints are, but it's a larger room with potentially more people in it.
Right.
Yes, so I think we should clear out this section before we head up to the rest of the prison.
Okay, so are
Okay.
you helping Butterbeer out of the cell?
Oh yeah, no, like
yeah.
like I said, I healed him up. How so? I know he's all beat up and stuff. Does he have like shoes on?
He is
tattered
wearing
What's-
that pajama-like uniform that every prisoner, including Phineas, Fargus, and Groon, is attempting to wear, but
I got you.
know.
Yeah, no. So Gaius would have probably planned this ahead and brings out like a pair of like decent shoes and clothing that approximately fits him.
he can wear
These-
some Gaia's clothes that you have with you, and they'll just
Yeah,
be
they-
baggy
yeah.
on him.
I need
As
to get
he-
you a sandwich.
As Gaius
my
is
friend.
handing it to him, I'm just like, are those your sewer clothes?
No, man.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Those aren't a magic version of Ziploc bag that I have somewhere. Some oilcloth so it doesn't seep in and touch any of the rest of my stuff. But yes, no. So, yeah, I make sure Butterbeer is properly attired and also, mask around his face and like a spare cloak on him. I'm like, when we get out of here, that way it's easier for us to abscond with you.
Can I ask him real quick while he's getting dressed? Like, what did they tell you you're in here for?
Oh, I know exactly why I'm in here, he says. We'll talk about that later. And he looks to you, Gaius.
Yeah. I'm kind of aware of it as well. That's why we're here.
If this is a jailbreak, I'd like to hurry up on the breaking part because I've been
Yep,
broken
yep,
enough
yep.
already.
Breaking.
Correct. That's
Okay.
That's why we need to get the one other person that we have officially come here for. Maybe free a few extra just for the hell of it to add confusion to everything. Which, speaking
Yeah,
of which,
make sure
I wonder how
Calandra
our
comes back
confusion.
Was
Oh,
that
don't
Reed?
worry, Reed.
I'm-
I'll make sure I send a message to Calandra about when it's time to make their way back to us. I just want to make sure we find Andrews first before we set that into motion.
Butterbeer's heading towards the door, and in the door, just kind of looking. You go, "We're doing this, right?"
Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
don't worry. We have a bunch of new friends that we'll sandwich you in the middle somewhere. And like I said, we got to check a couple more areas to make sure we clear this area out before we escape.
You see Butterbeer walk out, and without even seeing, you can hear Butterbeer, and you hear Butterbeer. You see Butterbeer look up and go, "Groon, they got you too. That's wonderful."
I love him. I would die for him.
Is it Groon, or I thought he said his name was Room?
Groon.
It's Groon.
Oh, there was a G. It was a soft G. I didn't hear it. My
The silent G.
Say it.
Soft
Depending on where you come from.
like flowers.
Exactly.
Butterbeer looks to you and says, "Groon has taken good care of me in here. I'm glad you got them."
Oh boy, are
He
we
seemed like a
having
good
lot of
soul.
food.
I would say Gaius and Reed, both of you give me a perception check, please. Matter of fact, Vivalda, give me a perception check as well, please.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Yeah, mine's not great either. 11.
24, Paul.
Gaius, to the south,
Yes.
so you go out and you can go either north or south. As you step
Mhm.
out and you step around Groon, to the south, you're not sure how close or how far away it is, but it's not ridiculously far away. You hear a familiar chittering
The creatures from below.
from the darkness to the south. You hear somewhere echoing about in that area, chittering, and it's more than one easily because they seem to be communicating.
All right, gather around, adventurers. We have more of those things from below to the south of us. Gaius roots around, pulls out like a mace, and tosses it to Groon. Groon, my friend, there seems to be some bad stuff to the south of here. I need you to protect all our new friends here, because we're probably going to have to deal with some beasties. But if they get
Yes.
past us, you need to protect Butterbeer and friends. You good?
Butterbeer looks to you and goes, "We're not going into a fight, are we?"
You're not. No. But we need to potentially, like I said, we need to make sure Edward Andrews isn't around. I'm trying to think if there's a way we can scout without having to
Split up.
scout. Gaius turns to the gray ghost shadow. What the?
Gray Shadow.
Well, Gray Shadow. Sorry. Turns to the Gray Shadow. Excuse me, Mr. Shadow. Do you happen to have anything of a Mr. Andrews' property on his person, like an
He reaches
item
into
as
a
supposed to
pocket
be?
and takes out a small book, hands it to you.
Ah, you are so useful in a delay. Thank you.
He nods to you.
I am going to use this real quick to hopefully get us some more information on his personal location. As Gaius pulls out a pair of spectacles and starts leafing through the book that Edward Andrews had to get to know the imprint he left on it, I guess is the
Okay.
best way to describe it. The scrying stones. We still have one of those left.
Okay.
That's the one I'm using. The scrying stones you gave us. So Gaius pulls out a bowl fills it full of a mixture of wine and water, drops the scrying stone in it, and then like tears a piece of the paper off and like kind of just shreds it and sprinkles it in. It's like, show me Mr. Edward Andrews.
Show me Mr. Edward Andrews. It just sounds like a song.
You see him sitting in a cell. The door is on the eastern side of the cell. The cell looks like many of the cells you've explored.
So very similar to where we're potentially at right now. So I can hear and see through this. Do I hear any noises?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Dice don't fail me now. Kind of failed me a bit. 11.
You think you hear talking.
As I had the scrying spell going, I take out my hammer and tap it on a piece of metal to see if I recognize that ringing noise.
You don't hear that at all.
Okay.
It sounds like what would be referred to as a number of excited utterances.
Oh, the voices. Got you.
You can't make out what they're saying, but you can make out that it sounds like more than one, and it sounds like excited utterances. In other words, whoever is speaking, the people that are speaking to each other are either upset, excited, some sort of emotional exchange.
So we have that going on.
And what else I can tell you is it's absolutely a dialogue. It's not like the ravings of madness or anything like that. There's definitely some form of dialogue happening that is emotional in some form, whether it's happy, excited, sad, angry, whatever.
So, is Andrews like near a window, or like is one of the slots open that like I could potentially see through? Basically, the scrying, I can see everything within 10 feet of it.
Right. It's a small
and hear
cell.
anything that he. Okay.
It's a small cell. The door is it is a cell door, an iron door like you've seen on the eastern wall. Yep. It's probably a 10-foot by 10-foot cell, like some of the ones. Matter of fact, it's almost an exact duplicate of. You know what? Give me a history check.
Oh no! All right. No.
You know, it's an exact duplicate of a cell you've already seen for somewhere here.
Like maybe the one I'm standing next to.
No, I mean I'm not. No, it's it's similar. It's very similar, but this isn't the one that like. It's one that you've been in the past that it's very, very similar to.
I mean,
I relay this to the rest of the party what I'm seeing in case they have any valuable input.
I don't know if it's necessarily valuable, and I know that we don't necessarily want to split anybody up, but since the Gray Shadow knows Mr. Andrews a bit better than the rest of us, maybe he'd want to do a lap in one direction and we'd do a lap in another direction, or someone could go with him so he'd know that it's in safe hands.
Well, you know what? I have another thing I can do. Now that I actually have seen Eric Andrews through the clairvoyance and everything, I think I'm going to send him a message. Mr. Andrews, help is in prison. Need a good location if you have that information. Anything that would help would be appreciated. And it obviously has the disclaimer attachment on the bottom, 25 words or less.
And the guy is glass of wine watermark over the top of it.
Brought to you by Bacchus and Messaging Services.
He says, "Oh, wonderful. I am off of one of their checkpoints. It's a solitary room. It's a solitary cell. No other cells off of this checkpoint, although the checkpoint has two other hallways off of it."
I relay that to the party. It sounds like solitary confinement, maybe. Gaius gestures to like one of the first people he rescued. It was the halfling Phineas. Did you say that through the checkpoint that you were brought through, there is a solitary confinement of some sort off of that as well?
If you go through there's a big checkpoint. You go through 2 checkpoints to get into maximum security. You go
Which
through
is where we're at.
which is where
right
we
now?
are. Yeah, it's basically a larger a larger than usual checkpoint that has a door on each wall. It goes into all different branches of solitary confinement, but the one to the east then goes to, it's a big checkpoint, but it separates solitary confinement from maximum security, and that is the one that's just around the corner from where I was imprisoned.
Imprisoned.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you went out my cell door to the left and did a button hook, you'd be in that long hallway.
Another one you're talking about. And how many? You said there was probably 2 guards in there, just normally.
Normally 2 guards, yeah.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like I contacted magically Mr. Andrews, and he is in a solitary cell. There are voices that can be heard nearby, so that's not here, though. I didn't hear any of the.
Well, did he say
Go ahead.
solitary cell or solitary confinement? Because those are very two.
Solitary cell.
Okay, because the cells in maximum security, there are a number of them for special prisoners that are not in wings with other cells. There's a checkpoint, there's a door off it that goes to a hallway to that cell and that cell only for high priority or high importance prisoners, he says.
Well, you know what? Where we came in, remember, Reed? There was another door to the west of us that we didn't go through yet. If we
Right.
retrace our steps all the way back, there were 3 entrances to that first lockdown room. The one we came from was the one in the north. We went through the one on the east. We never investigated the west. We
You think
know
we
there's
should
a
try
bunch
that?
of creatures to the south. That's instead of potentially stirring up the guards, maybe check there first. Like I said, I did hear voices near him, which is what made me think of the original checkpoint room, but we can check that out. I don't know. This is more of a group decision real quick.
I did like Butt Trumpet's plan too, though. What do you think, Gray Shadow? You think split up or check that other door first?
He goes, he
Revolver.
takes Butterbeer by the shoulder, pats him on the back, undoes his cowl that's covering his face and pulls back the hood
Oh,
and says, "Well, if you're to ask me, I think probably since either way is taking us north, that is the way to go." And as he says this, a little bit of light that's shining off of Gaius just makes his teeth sparkle and his eyes twinkle as the blonde goatee, you see the curl at the end and the long golden locks and the bright blue eyes look at you.
Gilderoy?
Hello.
What the hell, man?
You do like to play things pretty close to the chest.
When you're breaking into the place that's overseen by someone who wants to kill you, sometimes you have to. We're looking to take care of that and correct that. Now,
Yeah.
I believe
Happy to see you're alive, man.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I was a bit in question there for a bit, but yeah.
You
Okay.
have no
This is good.
idea.
All right. Cool.
And he looks to you. Oh no, he looks to you, Vivalda. Have you met? He's like, I'm not sure that we've properly met. And he gives a very deep bow to you, Vivalda, and says, "I am Gilderoy Glorious. It is an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance."
It's nice to meet you. I'm Viv.
Very nice. It's a pleasure. And as he says this, the prisoners that you've rescued up to this point all look and their mouths are practically on the floor and their eyes are wide open like,
Yeah, there's a better how to do with him, apparently.
anyway, we can't waste time here. You said there's more of those spider dog
Creatures.
thingies to the south.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
correct.
Let's move because they're nasty.
Yes.
Do the
Let's head north.
Okay. I can't risk, having to redo my hair because of another battle with them.
Heaven forbid the coif gets messed.
Well, we have our priorities.
Uh-huh.
Do you take yourself to the front of the line, Gaius, or Reed?
Yeah. I'll. Well, we'll do what we were doing before. At the very least, Reed doing a little bit of scouting ahead in case. That way, we don't accidentally walk into a guard.
Okay.
I can do that. Sure.
Calandra, you and Toad, you hear him periodically. You don't see him because the two of you are now invisible. Are headed north back the way you came. You don't get too far. You get just past where everyone rescued. There was just about to where you found a dead body in one of the cells.
Okay.
And just past that was where you found Phineas. And as you're walking up the tunnel towards Phineas's cell to go past it, out come a couple guards, and one of them is going, "Well, where is he? What is going on here? We cannot have this go. If the word gets out, we are in big trouble." And you hear one of the other guards say, "Well, maybe one of those creatures. I don't want to hear about that. Find him. Find him." And Toad kind of goes, "Let's head back," and takes you back to kind of heading back to where you came from. And right before the bend where you knew the group had gone, you see Reed come around the corner.
I'm still invisible, right?
Right.
I will kind of try to I don't want to freak him out, so maybe try to whisper
Okay.
and see if he hears me.
You hear Toad whisper from nearby, "You warned them. I'm going to see if I can sneak past them." And you kind of hear a little rustle as he kind of goes off. You go around the corner. You hear...
Reed.
Oh. Hello? I'm not supposed to listen to voices anymore.
I'm not in your head, it's Calandra. I just didn't want to scare you.
Oh, wait, where are you? I look for her.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
come
here.
closer. I come closer to Reed, and I'm kind of like, okay, don't
No.
jump.
Hey.
I'm going to put my hand on you. And then I put my
Why?
hand, like, on his arm.
Oh,
Shh,
why?
I'm still invisible.
Oh.
Toad and I were coming back. There were guards.
Reed, give me a perception check real quick.
I get to reroll. That's a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Help,
rolls
guidance,
have been
assist,
crap.
bless,
Oh,
whatever.
19.
Jesus.
19.
Okay.
Or 20, actually. 20.
You hear up to the north, you hear some excited voices. One seems to be really angry.
Oh. Do you hear that? Is that
They were-
Toad?
We were Toad went to try to distract them and keep them from coming back to us. There was they're looking for prisoners that got out. They're really excited about
Oh, they
it.
know the prisoners are out already? Oh.
They know that
Okay.
a prisoner's out.
Is Toad still invisible? Can we talk about him? Or is he right here?
I don't think he's here. I can't see him either. That's how it works. I don't know. He said he was going,
Ah.
but so you can't talk shit yet, dude. Just save it. We'll get a ale, and you can talk all the shit you want. It's fine.
Okay.
Actually, be careful.
Okay,
He kind of
okay.
likes that.
Well, everybody else is right behind me. I think we should... Ready, Paul?
They're
We should
around
go
the
back
corner.
there and I'll go tell them.
Okay, shortly after you see Reed go around the corner, about less than a minute later, he comes back around the corner.
Find something?
Everybody... Yes. Calandra's with me. You can't see her. I'm not just hearing voices. It's definitely her voice.
I'm
Good.
here. I'm here. Just
Not in my head
invisible.
this time, right? You all hear that?
I'm not. I hope I'm not just a figment of your imagination. That would be
Wait,
wild.
Eldred, you mean you actually did it this time?
Eldred just kind of shakes his head and
So anyway, so you've got Calandra. Yeah.
Toad
Yeah,
went to
Toad
distract.
apparently is distracting the guards over there they're looking for the prisoners that are escaping.
We walked
Oh shit.
we walked past a cell. Toad and I walked past a cell. We were coming back the way we came, and there were 2 guards, and they were very excited and freaking out.
Okay.
Well, one was freaking out.
Oh boy.
Where did
Okay.
it sound like they were heading?
they were just
Were they
outside of what was Phineas's cell.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were just outside, and so Toad and I kind of made way and came back here to find you.
Okay. Well, we have 2
I don't-
options.
I
We
haven't-
keep trying. Yes, Reed?
I haven't heard Toad yet. He might be here. I don't
Okay.
know. Wait,
That's-
Eldred,
yes,
you can see invisible people, right? With wizard eyes?
I left my wizard eyes in my other pants. I'm sorry. I just have my regular
Box of
eyes
Cracker
today.
Jacks.
Right.
Real amateur move, man.
I'm sorry. I only had my decoder ring today.
Ooh, what's that?
Yes.
I'll
Oh,
tell
one of
you
those.
later. It's probably not the time to discuss that. And,
Okay.
No.
Can I wear it though?
Well,
Or do you need it?
sure. No, I can
Reed,
lend it to you.
focus. We have to break people out of prison.
Yep.
Reed,
Oh,
you
got it.
don't want to wear the wizard's ring. Stop it.
so you have
Oh, all right.
son of a bitch. We have 2 options. We keep doing the sneaky thing that we're doing, or we could also do the bluffing. Because by the way, Viv, you're currently wearing guard armor, and so am I.
Oh,
Because we're the only
that's interesting.
people of the
All right.
appropriate height with the full face mask and everything. So
Oh,
Don't be
perfect.
startled.
Okay, so my head is obscured. Wonderful.
yeah, you and I are both fully disguised right now. So, well,
Okay.
we could do the bluff to get close to them to then subdue them maneuver as well.
Sure.
You could bring one of the prisoners with you and pretend that they're still that you caught them and they're chained up.
I guess, and you know what? They were looking for Phineas, were they? You think? It was by his cell that you said that you heard the voices, Calandra?
That makes sense.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, great. We'll have the 2 least deceptive characters pretend to be guards. This should go well.
Phineas goes, "You're not giving me back to them, right?"
What? No,
No.
of course not. No, the ruse is to get close to them so we can then subdue them.
Oh.
We're gonna murder them.
Did you give him a weapon?
No. As the least, not. I gave it to the big guy because Butterbeer said he liked him, and I gave weapons to Butterbeer. So
I mean,
I only
I'm
have
not
so much.
using my daggers.
I can do that, he says Phineas.
Well, Phineas, here's the thing. So far, we haven't killed anyone on this breakout. So,
I'll
fine.
take care of that.
But I'm happy to help.
no.
with that.
I mean, Calandra, stop helping.
Look,
Phineas is
Stab
looking
it and
around,
stripping.
going, "Where is she?"
motherfucker,
Well,
I
just-
can't get naked. They won't see it. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, all I got is stabbing.
This is
You
all
have
prank,
magic,
isn't it?
woman. No,
Guys, focus.
I have been trying to.
Okay, wait.
I swear to God.
This
We
is
can
all
go
prank
there
to get me drunk and leave me
And
naked
just
outside
knock
of
them
Onsmar,
out.
isn't it? Says Phineas.
Ooh.
If
Oh,
you want, I
that's
mean,
happened
I'm
to you
about
before too,
I'm,
huh? That sucks.
I'm about the same size as Phineas, right? Maybe you could just pretend I'm a prisoner.
All right, there you go. And you're definitely you're in. We'd have to strip a dead body of clothing and then get you dressed as well.
Phineas goes, "I'll
Or
wait.
we could just walk up to them. Or we could just walk up to them
I'll
in our
swap
guard
clothes with you
outfits.
there.
Well, I'm wearing armor
No.
and stuff. I don't want to give that up.
Exactly. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I
Viv
can
and I
just wiggle
could
into somebody's
lead the-
pocket.
I'm saying Viv and I could lead the way with the rest of the party just a little ways back. We could have torches out so it messes with their eyesight so they can't see behind us. And then once we can start talking with them and get close, and then the trap is sprung and we can subdue them. Eldred, do you think you got another sleep spell in you?
Yes.
Excellent. So we'll try doing that again, and if not, I'll drop a silence spell on top of us because I've just been holding on to that, and then we can knock them out. Right? Good. No fireballs
Oh,
in confined spaces.
We can do the sleepy spell again, right? You guys can do that.
Yes. Yeah,
Can you do
that's
that?
what
Yes,
I'm
we
hoping.
can.
Guy?
That's the plan.
Phineas goes, if we're going to be subduing the guards, I need some sort of weapon.
I hand him one of my daggers. I'm not
Thank-
using them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got my fingies.
Well,
Anybody have a
the-
second one, and I can really make sure I subdue really good.
Phineas, I don't think you're implying things to the words I'm saying that I'm not.
No,
If
no,
we
no.
can.
The end of this is really rounded, and I can make sure I do that.
Okay. All right. We're on the same page. We knock them out because adding murder to whatever other charges you have would be bad if you got caught.
We're walking while we're talking, right?
Oh, totally.
Cool.
Well,
Okay, so
to a
you're
point.
going back the
No,
way
no.
you came?
Hold on. No, we're not walking and talking. We have made this plan and now we're walking.
Okay.
And maybe Viv and I will be like, I can't believe. Oh, we need guard voices. What do you think the guards sound like?
I'll sound like this.
Pretty good. Hey,
And I'll
Paul,
talk-
were the
I'll
guards
talk
be
like
were the
this.
guards be stripped both guys? Well, yeah.
Oh,
were they? That's
I
a great
mean,
question.
Oh.
What were they? What do they look?
The two that you stripped were guys.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. So
Yeah,
it fits me a
perfect
little
voice,
bit
Viv. Excellent.
wonky in the chest
Yeah.
a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. It's
All right.
It's fine. It's fine. It's in
I'm
the
a
dark.
guard.
I'll be in the front. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Mm.
You're a guard.
All right.
Aha. Guard,
A
guard, guard.
guard. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, what do you think you want to do after shift? Right?
We should
Drink some
play
beers or
cards,
something.
drink beer.
Yeah.
Maybe watch some
Totally
sort of
normal
game.
guard. Yes.
Yeah.
Want to throw some dice? Uh,
Is
Sure.
Phineas going along with this?
Gamble.
no. He's not a part. It's the two of us are walking ahead of you guys, drawing attention to ourselves, so that you can then ambush whoever.
You see
stops to
Phineas
talk to
lean
us.
over to Fargus, the merchant, going, "We're all gonna die."
The guy leans over to Viv. We are doing so good at this.
I'm really committed to this character. I think we're doing so well. Anyway,
I'm sold. Yeah. So
the work shifts.
yeah.
What time are you off?
Too
today,
long.
coworker.
It's I just
Worker.
fellow guards person. I think I'm like 2 days away from retirement if I remember properly.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's great. I'm so excited
Yeah,
for you.
I
I'm
can't
hoping
wait to
for that
see
promotion.
my wife and kids. Here's some
I'm like-
pictures of them. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
I'm totally hanging back further and further because I can't stop laughing. I'm just
that
like,
is a beautiful portrait of your wife. Gorgeous.
Yeah, It's such a
Kalandra
pain in
and
the
Reed
ass
are like
because you
hand
gotta
over each
stand there
other's
for
mouths,
hours.
like don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh.
I love
Yeah.
that you have this tiny portrait of your family in your pocket. That is so.
It's super
Innovative.
convenient. What I do, I attach a chain to it so I don't lose it, and then
That's
the
a
chain
good
is attached to
idea.
my pants.
That's a fashion
That's
statement
perfect.
that will never get old or out of style in any way.
Okay, so you've gone around the corner and you're headed up the hallway. The tunnel?
Correct. Yes, totally two normal guards, people.
So normal.
Yeah, this conversation is so normal.
So
So you're having this
did you not notice
conversation.
neither of us are bards?
You're having this conversation, and Viv has just said, "I think that is a spectacular picture of your wife that you have on that chain attached to your pants." And
Right.
up ahead, you hear, "You two, anything?"
Saw signs of those creatures nearby, and sounds like before.
Yeah.
Stop with the creature things. The officers are getting really tired of that. I'm talking about the missing prisoners, and how the hell did they get a hold of stuff to tie up other guards?
It's excellent
We're
question.
trying to find that out. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
come on.
wondering if. Yep, we're coming.
Okay.
I'm saying that extra loud so it echoes behind us. Yep, we're definitely coming with you.
Okay. And you see two other guards come out of what was Phineas's cell and head up north.
Guys, Lee said, we're so good at this.
They believe everything.
Totally. So, Paul, are these guards like so I specifically have like a torch out and stuff. Is the guard also carrying like a torch and whatnot?
Two of the officer that was speaking to you isn't, but
Okay.
the two that went past him and went north are.
So the cell we passed to the right, that's the one that had a dead body in it, right?
Correct.
Paul?
Correct.
Okay. And the one on the left is Phineas's.
The one where
Now, did they
the other
go in
guards
there
came
and
out.
search?
It was like that's where they came out of. The officer was in the tunnel, but the other two came out, went behind him, and went north. Who sent you down there? There were no sessions set up for today, so no escorts were needed. What were you doing down there?
We were double checking. As I said, sir, we thought we heard noises and assumed it might have been escaping prisoners, but then we saw signs, I know you don't want to hear it, of something else. But it makes me think, sir, what is the state of prisoner 1225? Andrews, if this is another attempt, that's straight from the noggin, baby. Perhaps we should double check on him to make sure he's still incarcerated.
Okay, give me a deception check, please.
Oh, can I have that with advantage for remembering the prisoner code name or the code number I got
so
from a
good.
town crier months ago, please?
Yes, you can.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
All right. Oh, thank God I got that second roll. 16. Woo! Oh, lordy, lordy. And folks, this is why you take notes when you play Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so the officer does like a double take when you say that. No wonder you're not familiar to me. Who's your governing officer?
Trying to pause. Shit, I'm trying to remember if I wrote any.
All right,
any
here's what we're going to say because I just rolled.
Yeah.
And I'm using your deception check. You, Vivalda, you hear Gaius go, "Fuck," and the guard goes, "Old Stucky, huh? Okay, I'm gonna have a talk to him about how teaching you guys how to wear your uniform. Come along, we got branch out and find these escaped prisoners. We've got a couple that we know of, and we're going to be checking out the other cells as well. So come along." And he starts walking north.
What was it? You said
With his back to you.
Stuck. So you said
Stucky.
Old
Stucky?
Stucky.
Old Stucky, he said.
Old Stucky. All right.
Old Stucky. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Old Stucky. Yeah. Well, all right. So I guess we'll definitely follow you north to continue looking for these escaped prisoners. I would say
Yes.
out loud.
He kind of looks back around, gives a weird look like, "Good God, man, learn how to speak like your fellow guards." And
Just
continues
repeating orders, sir.
They're new. We're both
I'm
kind of
young.
new. Apologies.
Vivalda, give me a deception check, please.
Oh
Fuck.
no. Okay.
Guidance. Guys pat you on the shoulder and gives you
Okay, thank
guidance.
you. Oh, thank God.
Oh God, keep pulling it out. We're so bad at lying.
Hold on.
Guard says, the officer that you was just speaking to you going, they keep getting
Hold on,
younger and younger in here. This is almost criminal. And he
Yeah,
goes
guy sleeps for nepotism.
All right, so it's 18
So what do we see?
plus 1, so 19.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh God, you have a -1 charisma. Oh
I do.
Jesus. All right. So what do we see in front of us? Huh? Oh dear.
You see a group of guards gathering. You see some going over here into this room, checking about. You see more coming out of this doorway that is over here. The officer, they go into this door. The
Okay.
ones before they go into where they went. And when they go to that door, the guard says, if it is still locked, leave it alone. You know that you have no right there. Check everything else. And so they try the door. You locked it when you left there through that one.
Mhm.
They go into the room, they look around. You hear from inside, there's a big hole in here, sir.
An escape method, perhaps.
The officer says, was that door locked? And the officer inside says, yes. But I didn't know there was a big hole in here. And from around the corner, you hear one of the officers says, obviously Johnson.
Yeah, right, Johnson. He's got those
Hate
new
that
spectacles I
guy.
keep hearing about.
And the officer says, well, can you see anything? Does it look like anybody's gone down into that hole? And the guard's like, I can't tell, sir. It's awfully dark. And the officer's just like, oh, God. Give me strength. Okay, get out of there. Lock it again behind you. And the two guards, and you notice they're pretty young, too. The one who was speaking is a young woman, and the other one is a young guy, possibly Johnson, but looks maybe to be in his late teens, early 20s at the most. The officer says, okay, you two keep guard here. Make sure nobody passes. Send a signal if anyone comes this way. You two, and points to the two of you. Come
Sure.
along. See if they've made it into solitary.
Okay.
Sure thing.
I
Go
have to recon a little bit. I was mistaken. This door is not the one that's off limits.
It's the one above that.
Yeah. So I apologize. And so that door is open, and the officer sends two more guards up there.
Okay.
Check
To hold
things
that
out.
spot. That we did lock behind us.
And when that door opens up, you do hear a bit of a commotion further up that hallway.
Oh, what was that noise?
They're just trying to figure out who knocked out the guards.
Guard station where, sir?
Looks at you, the checkpoint.
Which checkpoint, sir? The one we went through was fine. That's why I'm curious.
You went through that checkpoint. Where were you coming from, and why didn't you notice that there weren't any guards at the checkpoint?
That's the point I'm trying to make, sir. It was fine when we went through, so it must have happened just recently.
How long ago were you up there?
Oh, God. Looking over at... one of the guys looks over at Viv, shrugs his shoulder. Oh, God. I lose track of time when I'm in these dark dungeon areas.
Right,
At
just
most a half hour?
get distracted.
Half hour, maybe?
Give me another deception
most?
check, please.
Oh, fuck me.
And you with the help of Vivalda, you can have it.
With our incompetence combined.
But be
We're
aware
just playing dumb guards.
Whoo! 18, baby! 18!
okay, it is very tight. The officer's like, that's not Officer Stuck's jurisdiction up there. What were you doing up there?
We were on loan, sir. Helping fill in.
Okay.
There's,
Come on, let's go
I guess
over
somebody
into
got sick or
solitary.
something.
Yep.
Around the corner and opens up the door to this checkpoint.
I'm going to relay to Reed. Basically, there's two where the guards have been positioned, the two by the door there, the two up there. And let him know that our disguises are working and we're going to go check solitary for Andrews.
Okay, I'm going to also say your passive perception, you think that probably one of the things that's been aiding you here is that there are no torches in the hallway. It's just some guards have lanterns. And so the lighting is shit down here.
And the checkpoints were well lit, the one we were in when it wasn't.
Right.
Need to slow time down for a second and think about this.
Okay, it's
So,
about this time that
arou-
the officer says, come on.
All right, so
Snap
we
to
got
it.
2 guards to the north. Yep, yes, sir. Right away, sir. Just oh shit, my shoe. Gotta tighten this van brace. And we got 2 to the side there. Geislings are. Do you think we should go with them?
I mean, I think if they're going to take us to where we need to go, or what do you think?
It might be where we need to go. Yeah, let's just go with it, and we'll just message them
Let's just
that
go.
what's ahead. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, we follow, and I don't know when you want me to relay it. Like, I'm relaying this message to them now, Paul. I don't know if you want to do it now or just do it when you want to cut to them and let whatever fucking shenanigans they get into.
Okay, butt
I
trumpet.
consent.
As you're standing there with the rest of the group, the first thing you notice is Groon going, stench. And as he says that, you get a message from Gaius.
Disguise is working. Going to solitary. Guards posted. 2 outside checkpoint across from at cell. Another 2 to the north. Total 4 blocking your path out. Checking solitary for Andrews.
Oh shit.
You have any response there, butt trumpet?
Where should we go? Do you need me? They think that's it.
This is the officer. You've got 2 other guards in this little antechamber that is surrounded. 3 walls are grated cell bars. There is a door in front of you that is a walled off by bars hallway. There is a long barred off section to either side of that hallway. On the far end of this hallway is another door with another antechamber after that and another door after that. And the officer comes in behind you, looks to the 2 guards. There's one to the north, one to the south in the 2 barred off sections with a table in either one. The officers comes in behind you and says, authorization to head into the solitary confinement wings. Guards there just nod, and he says, open up that door. Looking to you guys to the door that goes into the hallway.
Oh yeah. I take the keys and unlock the door.
Roll me a 20-sider just to see, because there are a fair number of keys on that ring, just to see how you do under pressure here.
17.
Okay.
I've unlocked enough cells that I'm passingly familiar with the set of keys at this
Yes,
point.
you've obviously been memorizing things and aren't totally thrown by this officer's presence. So
Yeah.
you go into the hallway there. Eldred is not with you, because that would probably
But his
be a
spirit
disaster.
is.
Yes, because that would probably be a disaster.
I think we keep playing along.
The officer looks at you and goes, let's not get lazy, man. Lock the door behind you. That's how possibly this whole thing started in the first place, is not locking doors behind ourselves.
Right. Sorry, sir.
Of course. Yep. Go, lock the door behind me.
Yeah.
The officer looks at you, Vivalda, and in this checkpoint, the light is a lot better. And he's kind of looking like, and going, what are you, 12? And then looks at you guys and goes, don't just stand there, get that next door.
Of course, sir. And I go over and
Give me a perception check real quick there, Gaius.
a 25. Paul,
Okay.
what do I notice? I hope it's good.
Before you even can get the door open, you notice that door is open. The cell door is open. It's not locked.
Sir?
Yes?
I gesture him
In other
over.
words, it's unlocked. It's not open, but it's unlocked.
Yeah, I gesture him over. Be like, sir, and I kind of push the door open without obviously putting the key in there.
And the officer goes, oh, good God, no wonder this is a mess. And he goes through, looks at it, and he looks to the 2 guards here and says, who are the last people through here? And the guards look at each other, looking very nervous, look back. You and the men you brought with you, sir. And he just kind of shakes his head and goes, wait a minute. I saw them lock this behind them.
Well,
I don't know,
Is there
sir.
something wrong with the lock, sir? Maybe it's malfunctioning or something.
Turns to one of the... Write this up to have it checked. Yes, right away, sir. Yes, sir. And they start going
Sir,
and
would you...
looking at writing.
Sir, would you like us to go back and talk to the other guards in there to make sure that they did it proper, sir? Or...
No, I need you with me. You obviously have some good eyes on you. So let's go. Get that next door.
Righto. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, everyone step inside. Let me lock this door behind us in the proper protocol, and then open the next one after I lock the one behind us.
I'm going to say that you notice that this one too is unlocked.
My helmeted gay, like, I have no face, so my helmet just looks over at him, and I just kind of, like, pushed the door open.
Okay, you push the door open, and this guy looks like he's about ready to have a conniption. When you notice that there are 5 guards headed your way in the hallway. They see you open the door, they come to a screeching halt. They see you and go, anybody come through this way?
Not that we saw.
We have somebody an escape from over here. Doors have been left open. And then they see the officer behind you and they go, ah! And they immediately get to attention and salute. And the officer's like, what did you say? Protocol has not been followed, sir. The doors were left open. What did the soldiers in there say? Who were the last people through? And they all kind of look at each other and said, they said it was an officer and 4 guards, sir.
At this point, Gaius just turns and looks at the officer.
I saw them lock those doors behind them.
Did they turn it left or right?
Says, just repeating what the posted guard said, sir.
Well, sir, where we came from was obviously... There's no more other exits out that way. There must be something going on inside the rest of the prison. Have other areas been left unsecured? Is this the only one that's been discovered so far?
The officer says,
Guys,
who's the ranking officer
sweating.
over here? And one of the guards says, Officer Monahan, sir. Which checkpoint is he's stationed at currently? Trying to figure out the same thing as you, sir, who's, I believe the phrase he used was clusterfuck, sir. Damn straight. All right. Follow me, you, maybe it's over on our end. It sounds like Monahan as the solitary locked up as far as checking that out. Let's head back. Bud Trumpet, you got the message from Gaius. Take it away from there.
Yes, I'm going to try and relay this as best I can. If you could help me out with the details that I'm kind of missing here, I'd appreciate it. But, okay. The disguises are working. Gaius and Viv are looking in solitary for Andrews, but they've got other guards with them, and there are a bunch of guards blocking our way in like 4 different directions. It's a total of 4 guards, 1 in each direction. Did I get that right?
Kind of. There were 4 guards that went into the 2 posted at the door you need to go through and 2 that went through.
Thank you. That.
Maybe Eldrick can make us all invisible, and then Gaius and Vivalda can just come out with Andrews.
Unfortunately, says Eldred, I don't have any more of that available. Or I actually only have 1 level of that left. I've gotta save that just in case, because we're kind of in the shit at the moment.
Magic's so weird.
Phineas says, hey, little blue friend, did you say you had another dagger just in case?
Didn't I give that one to Reed? Reed, didn't I give you one of my daggers?
Yeah. You want me to give it to this guy? Okay.
I gave him one of them.
I'd be a lot more effective with 2.
Okay, but Gaius said we're not supposed to kill anybody, so
Oh,
you
I
still gotta
know.
do that, okay?
I know. But, I'm not going to let someone kill me because I only want to knock him out.
Defense is fine, Phineas, and
Okay.
trust me, we aren't trying to be pains at all. I mean, for Burp's
see, that's what I'm
sake,
trying
we're
to...
in a prison break.
For burp sneeze.
It's a goblin thing. Anyway, point is, it's in everybody's best interest, and it's the way we can all get out peacefully, the less bloodshed we have.
Okay, I hand it over.
Phineas says, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't trust this guy totally, so I'm gonna make sure I'm like behind him, keeping an eye on him.
He looks at you and goes, "Have we met before?"
Oh, I'm sure now. Now. Mm-mm.
"You look awfully familiar," he says to you.
Were you in the, the guild?
And he kind of looks at you and says, "Which guild are you referring to?"
I kind of make it look like I'm like trying to hide it from everybody else standing around. I'm just kind of like give a little nod, like
"I do know. That's why I'm asking you. Which guild?"
hmm Okay, well, I think that's a yes. So that might be where you know me from. So okay.
Kind of looks at you strangely and,
That was a, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you saying? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
He goes, "Okay, we better get going." And before he turns, he looks to you, Reed, and goes, "You're gonna have to work on that. If you're gonna be in a guild, you're not very good at your double talk." And he turns and walks away.
If you, Calandra just kind of, she's like, okay, if you ladies are done,
He looks
I
around.
got shit to do.
Then he looks at you, Reed, and goes, "Are you doing that just to fuck with me?"
Yes, I am.
And he starts sticking his finger in your face, Reed, and goes, "I'd stop that if I were you."
What? What?
Don't put your
Guys,
finger in his
guys,
face. That's
guys.
not nice.
Guys, come on.
It's not. Stop it, Connor. Stop it.
Everyone get it together.
You hear Groon go, "Stench getting bad. Stench."
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
no.
He looks and go, "That you? That's wrong."
What kind of stench, Groon?
What do you smell?
"Dead animal."
Ugh.
Oh no, that's not me. I don't smell like that. I don't think.
Ooh, I'm not
And
a
he
fan
looks
of that.
around and he points down back the way you came. Make a perception check.
Oh,
My
no.
perception is -1, so it might be best if someone else does it.
Okay.
Oh, I think I got a 4. I thought we were all doing it. I'm sorry.
You can all do it.
Okay.
Oh!
I got a 4. Yes.
Ooh, Calandra.
Calandra, back the way
Yep.
you came and further south, you hear this chittering and this kind of scrabbling about that is with a natural 20. I'm going to say you know exactly what this is because it sounds exactly like when you were in the tunnels before you got into the prison. It is those spider lizard dog like things.
Yuck.
And that's how they communicate with each other. It sounds like there's a few of them further down the hallway, and they sound like they might be headed in your direction. You're not 100% sure.
Okay. Down that way. The spider dog, the things, creatures.
The puppy
Yeah.
monkey.
Totally.
Yeah. And I don't know for sure that they're coming to us,
Oh, okay.
but that's what's that way.
Cool.
Yeah, super rad. Yeah, it's awesome.
Phineas says, "Then we better hop to it."
Yeah, we got a GTFO one way or another, or we're going to be dealing with them.
Did Gaius say which way we should go?
I don't think he did. I tried to ask where we should go or what we should do, and I haven't heard back.
He said that he and Vivalda were headed to solitary confinement. And the way that you're going to be going has 2 guards posted and 2 that went through the door.
Oh boy.
So we got to go through those guards. Okay. We're going to knock them out, right? That's the plan. Eldrick, you do the sleepy thing?
Yes, knock them out.
I can try.
Do we need to get you close, like hidden, or can you do it from like a little ways away?
I can do it from a little ways away.
Phineas,
Yeah.
we may need to subdue some people.
Okay.
Does Grun know how to, not kill people?
When do we get to kill?
I don't like to kill.
You're a
Good.
good creature, Groon.
If you just
You're
knock
better than
heads together. Yeah, if you just knock heads together, that might just knock them out. So without really hurting them too much.
Okay. I'll try not to have them come off.
Yeah.
But if it happens, it's fine. If it happens, it's fine.
Oh, good.
Accidents happen.
Accidents happen. We
I'm
won't judge.
accident prone sometimes.
It's okay.
And you hear Phineas
We
go,
all have our-
"Yeah, I'm accident prone too."
Guys, come on, we're gonna really try this here.
All right, Groon, maybe you should
Alright.
stay in the back so you're a little more away and have and can you protect Butterbeer?
Oh yes, I protect Beauregard.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Butterbeer says, "Yeah." He looks around at all of you and goes, "Yeah, I think I might be in good hands with Groon. It's okay. You guys go ahead. We'll be back here, bringing up the rear."
All right, Phineas, you and me, we'll sneak ahead.
And the
At the front.
merchant goes, "If you don't mind, I'm going to stay with the large fellow here, and yeah, we get the picture," says Butterbeer. "Oh, good."
But by the way, Mister, what were you in here for? What'd you do? Are you like a murderer?
Oh, certainly not. It was all a misunderstanding. Well, it's actually the Baron who, well, he seems a little persnickety, if you ask me. Phineas goes, "Look, I really don't think we have time for afternoon tea. I think we should probably get moving, otherwise this
Yeah.
jail..."
He's
Let's
in
go.
prison for being perstickety. Got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Troubadours.
Oh.
Okay,
All right. I guess Phineas and I will try to lead the way.
okay.
Stealth it on over there.
Right.
Not too far ahead though. We're all going together. All right. Right. Oh, we still have other people with us too, right?
Yep.
Gilderoy and
Gilderoy
not
has
good.
put his hood and everything back up.
okay. So now he's Gray Gilderoy. Got it.
And he says, "Please don't call me Gilderoy. Don't make me regret revealing myself to you."
Okay. Of course. Gray Shadow.
Calandra's
Wink,
like,
wink.
who the crap is Gilderoy?
Oh, we'll explain later.
Not important right now. Subdue.
Cool, subdue. In Calandra's head, there's a little asterisk. Every time you say subdue, she just hears
Are you still invisible?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
oh yeah.
And Phineas
Invisible.
Phineas leans over to you, butt trumpet, and says, "How does the kid do that?"
Long story. We'll talk about it after. Subdue.
Quite the crowd you guys have here. So you come up to where Phineas's cell was, and you pass just by it. Phineas's cell was right here.
So I'm going in the direction I thought guys went, and I'm looking for the two guards at the door.
It goes to the left to a doorway, or the hallway continues to the right, and you're right before the bend to be able to look down that hallway.
And we have not been down here before.
I don't know, have you?
Does Reed remember being down here? Paul? No?
Reed is Dan.
You're killing me here. Alrighty.
Give me time.
He's
I'm
trying.
not-
I was about to say, he's
Not
trying.
paying attention is a sure way to make that a reality.
I will attempt to peek around the corner.
Give me a stealth roll.
A 12.
You see two guards and two doors, one in front of each. And we'll see if they notice you. What did you roll for your stealth?
12.
Yeah, 1. I think they don't notice you.
I motion to everybody. I do the 2-finger thing. 2, and I point to my eyeballs and right around the corner. I motion around the corner. I look at Eldred, give him the eyes like, you want to get up here and do your thing? Or what?
Okay. He comes up, looks around the corner, makes a couple motions, and says something under his breath that you can't quite make out, and then says, "After you." And you look, and both the guards are slumped against the wall, sitting, snoring.
Do you want
One's
me to
a
go
male,
first
one's a
since I'm
female.
invisible?
Yeah, I don't know where you're at anyway, so sure.
Okay, cool.
What was
Phineas,
that,
don't
Colum?
stab them. Don't stab them as we go by, Phineas.
I asked if he wanted me to go out first and look since I'm invisible, like go past him. Can I see into that the door on the right?
Okay.
If I get close enough, can I see into that?
So what you're going to notice is this. To the left, you come around that corner. To the left, there is a doorway with an arch. It's an
Okay.
iron door with an arch and no sliding slot. To the right, where you went and where the guards are, to the east is an iron door with a flat top and a slot that you recognize as being obviously a cell door.
Okay. Right.
Okay? But the one to the north is an arched iron door like the one to the left.
Can I look through the slot?
Yes.
Do I see anything?
You see two boards on stones that look like they might be beds. In the back, it looks like there's a big hole in the floor.
Oh, oh, that's interesting. I very quietly tell them, in here, there's a hole in the floor.
But Trump and Reed, you remember that from when you looked in that room before.
That's probably how those creatures get in.
Oh no. Okay.
It's
Well,
also
that's
kind of how
actually-
we got in. Although this is not the room we came up in, I don't think.
Okay.
No, we're
Yeah.
trying to get
I
help
was
us to go back the way we came, right?
I think so. Although Gaius and Vivalda might be able to walk out the front somehow, keep up their
Kalandra
guard.
was heavy on the NyQuil. Kalandra was heavy on the NyQuil the past few hours. She's just, I'm really feel like I'm just now coming to for some reason. I don't know. I feel a little dissociated. I think it's the stress. So I might
I bet if you're
not
invisible,
be
you
all
could
the way
come
there
a
on
lot.
some of the details.
Nobody would even know.
Phineas
You'd probably be able
goes,
to get invisible.
maybe you could discuss your job benefits with the group after we get out.
We're going. Okay. Yeah.
We're trying
Absolutely.
to figure out the
Great
direction
idea.
we're going into.
Oh,
So I guess we're going.
well, you don't want to
North
go into
then.
a cell.
Even though, and I look at Phineas and I just say, even though that's how we got in, Mr. Phineas.
To the north.
Anyway,
To the north.
Maybe
Okay.
you do want to
We're
exit
going.
that way.
We're going. We're moving.
Well, if we got to go out the front door, it's probably going to be through a whole lot of guards. Are we supposed to find Gaius and Vivalda? We're going to follow them? Is that the plan?
I think they're stuck with the guards.
Phineas goes,
Are we? Yeah.
who has the keys?
Oh, I have keys.
Let's get this door open.
Okay. Real quick though, do we want to send anybody down the hole to escape that way?
Phineas goes, do you know where that hole goes?
Down the tunnels,
Okay.
right?
There's a big
Have you
network
been
there.
down that hole?
Not this particular one, but
Not
we
this
came up.
specific one, but there's several tunnels underneath here, which is how we got in. Although you might encounter things that you need to subdue, and we won't be upset if you do more than knock them out.
I'm kind of a little skeptical about going down a hole that you haven't previously gone down, that you don't know where it goes.
We're just trying to figure
That's
out the best
fair.
way to get out.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I really am not. I appreciate so much you freeing me. But standing in a hallway between two doors that both lead to checkpoints is not my idea of safe.
Well, we're just trying to get out,
Let's-
so let's.
Let's
I start to unlock that door to the north. Let's look through here
Okay, why? And how are you doing that?
with the keys. Yep.
While Reed is doing that, Calandra and Butt Trumpet, give me a perception check.
Damn!
12.
Four.
Okay. Calandra is totally oblivious, but Butt Trumpet, you swear that door to the west, there seems to be some talking going on behind it that seems to be angry or annoyed or excited or something like that.
Is that the door that Reed's unlocking?
No, it's this one.
Okay. Good. All right, Reed. Definitely, no pressure, but I'm hearing talking in the other.
Okay, I'm trying my best.
I know.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand, and take it with advantage. It's just a matter of, you have a lot of keys on that ring. It's just a matter of whether or not you remember which one's which.
You got
Okay.
it. 21.
You get the door open.
I have my light of flashes here.
Eldred gave Reed an implement, Calandra, that allows him to flash light in a particular direction.
It's in a scroll case.
I guess
will,
flashing light is better than flashing something else.
Calandra, though, since you can see in the dark and you're invisible, you want to go first?
Sure. Absolutely.
I'm going to motion to the whole group behind us that we're moving up silently.
Hold on, because
And how are you telling
What?
them that, there, Calandra?
how wide is the passageway?
Between
Like-
5 and 10 feet.
Because I was like, if I can kind of like turn around, and who's right behind me? Who's coming?
Reed is in the doorway at the moment, and Butt
Okay,
Trumpet is also kind of right there.
Okay, I kind of I can see Reed, so I kind of turn around and put my hands on him,
Okay.
and I'm just like, I see somebody.
Okay. Can you subdue them while you're invisible? That would be awesome.
I can try. They can't. How much longer am I going to be invisible? Do we know?
No one told you.
No one told me. Okay,
Well, you
awesome.
said you could.
I can go try to cast something and distract them.
Can you do that
Uh,
silent thing like Gaius does?
Oh my god, I do have silence. It's for Pelly shit. I'm so surprised I actually have something useful for once. I'm casting silence on him.
We shall
Where's
subdue and move.
And then I will go ahead and move into...
Calandra says a few things, and you see her standing right in front of you all of a sudden.
Ooh,
God damn
you're
it.
visible. You're visible.
Motherfucker.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll rush forward to do some subduing. Is the guard in the dark, or is there light here?
He has a torch and he has a lantern in front, of him, but the bullseye part is closed.
So I can't see him, or is that? Do I see
You
him?
see
right
him.
there?
You see him when you get there. About this time, he sees you because you weren't stealthing or anything. You were just running forward.
Right.
And he takes a horn out of his pocket and starts to blow it, but no noise comes out. And he kind of looks at it and starts going.
Can I?
Subdue the crap out of him.
I have cunning action to get more movement if I need to.
You can get up
and
there.
Then I'm gonna try and take him out.
You got it. Go ahead.
Am I any good at subduing? Is this a thing I can do?
As long as you continue to do subdual damage, it'll work
Mhm.
towards subduing them as opposed to killing them.
21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
9 damage.
And now we will roll initiative.
Oh,
And it's
fuck
all
me.
oddly silent, I hope.
Yeah, you don't hear a thing.
Cool. If I can too, I'm just gonna grab the horn.
0.07.
How'd you get a 0?
Okay, is it just the one guy?
You don't know. You're back there. We're going to start. Butt Trumpet is your turn. You're in the doorway. You see
Cool, I'll
Kalan-
move forward. What do we see?
You see Reed attacking a guard in front of him. And to the left, you see 2 guards in front of another set of doors who seem to be noticing you. And one comes forward looks to be coming towards you. And the other one is taking out some keys.
Magic missile. There's going to be 3. I want 1 dart to hit each of them.
Is that a subdual missile?
4 points of force damage each.
Reed, is your turn again.
Does this guy have the horn still in his hand?
Yeah, because he just finished blowing it. He's holding it and trying to yell.
I will attack again.
Ooh.
25.
I'd say that hits.
9 more points of damage.
Damn.
I don't even have sneak attack on. I'm doing good stuff.
Don't curse yourself.
He falls out.
Cool.
All right.
1 down, 2
And
to
then
go.
With my cunning action, I see guards to my left.
Correct.
I move right there.
Okay.
And I motion for them to come get me.
Very kung fu movie move.
The one starts and then stops. And the other one's still focusing on their keys, getting a key into a lock. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Calandra, is your turn.
Okay, I need to move. I'm going to move up to here. I want to cast Guiding Bolt on the one trying to unlock the door. Oh, for fuck's sake. 7.
Okay, it just hits the stone to the right of him. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that is it.
Phineas comes up, takes one of the daggers, butt trumpet, throws it. The one who stopped and is looking at you, Reed, the butt of the dagger whacks him in the forehead.
He can do subdual damage.
And then he moves up forward, grabs the dagger, crouches down with the other dagger, just out of range of the guy, staying in the silence spell, and is with the free hand is trying to find the dagger on the ground that hit him. The guard there doing the lock continues to work on the lock. The other guard kind of stands in front of him, between Phineas and him, and kind of between you and him as well, and takes a shot at Phineas. And Phineas just kind of moves to the side and he misses. At the end of this turn, you see the door become unlocked. And Butt Trumpet, is your turn.
So the one looking for the dagger that hit him, so he's distracted right now looking down on the ground, right?
The guard is focused on Phineas, who just hit him in the face with a dagger.
I'd like to throw acid splash at him. Needs to succeed on a dex saving throw, so if he could try that, please.
9?
Nope. He's going to take 7 points of acid damage to the face.
And you see him clawing up to his face and what looks like screaming.
Except it just looks like
Right,
Raiders of the Lost Ark with the sound off.
exactly.
Perfect. I gesture for Groon to come in and join the fun.
He goes and puts his hands on Butterbeer's shoulders and say,
Got it.
and you see the merchant kind of snuggle into Groon as well.
Then the rest of my turn, I want to make my way toward the door and the keys. That is my turn.
Reed, is your turn.
Can I get to the side of that guard at least, or something like
Yeah.
that? And then I'm gonna attempt a subdual type E damage again. Oh, reroll. I'm a halfling. Ah! Only got a 9 that time. Okay.
Okay. Also, be aware, more than half the damage that he's taken has not been subdual damage. So there's
Okay.
still a chance that if you do depending on what damage you do, it might actually kill him, depending on the amount you do.
So normally I can occupy the space of the larger creature. Can I attempt to roll through his legs or something?
Sure, and you can go through the door if you want to. Give me a dex check as far as getting past this guy.
I rolled a nat 20.
You get how far into the room do you want to go?
I guess just out of his reach. Oh my god. Shit.
Yeah, we're not getting out of here.
Galandra, it's your turn.
I hope some of these cards are Vivalda. And guys.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame on...
The one in front of Phineas, this one?
Yeah.
Is this a saving throw?
Saving throw, yeah.
A 4.
They fail. Let me roll my damage.
Bitch.
3 damage.
Well, that's just what you need, because this guy, the acid splash in his face, then all of a sudden bursts into flame and the guy just drops.
Because I can't. I'm still in the silence bubble, so I'm just...
Anything else you'd like to do, Calandra?
No. That is my turn.
Phineas runs up from the crouching position from behind you, Butt Trumpet, runs up to the guard who's in the doorway, looking at Reed, who went through, leaps up and seems to do something with the 2 daggers, and that guard just drops to the ground.
Subdued!
Doesn't look like it from all the blood that's fallen on the ground.
Subdued!
and he looks into the room and then kind of goes up against the wall behind you, to the right of you there, in that little crook with the wall to your right and to the right of the door. And that's all he's going to do. It is the guard's turn. Reed, you are being asked who you are and what you're doing there, and this guard is taking out keys. These guards are all taking out crossbows.
I attempt to tell them all I am looking for the kitchen, just the kitchen.
And it is followed up with, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm a chef.
Give me a deception roll, please.
At least
Oh, I rolled a 1 again. Here we go. Halfling bonus. Yay.
we're fucked.
Oh no, I got a 3.
We're fucked.
That's a
We're
4
gonna die.
4 total.
We're gonna die. This is it. We're done.
One of the guards looks you up and down and says, while that would make perfect sense with the food we've been eating, I don't think so.
Oh, the guards are comedian too.
Lay down your weapons or die an honorable death.
Mm.
And
Do I have
one
time
of the
to
other
answer
guards
this
says,
turn or no?
I would seriously put down your weapons, young man. Your mother would be very upset to learn that you died in a prison alone.
Do these look like mercenary types that took over the city guard, or do these look like?
Is this the best case scenario where this could work out for me?
They look like standard city guards, prison guards that seem to be part of the city guards. So they are not palace guards, nor are they the new guard.
So I hold up my weapons. Well, mainly my sword is what I'm holding. I hold up my sword. And I have my flashlight in the other hand, and then I say, "I know Captain Maru, and I was looking for her and the kitchen, but now and as I say that, I'm backing towards the door."
Give me a dexterity check, please.
Ideally, I want to try to get through the door and shut it.
Right, that's what we're going to be checking here.
Yes, and that's 20.
Okay.
Oh my god!
If this works, oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That was the only way.
Ah!
Okay.
It's that halfling luck. I've rolled more ones than anything else.
I'm going to let them roll with advantage to see,
Okay.
because it's actually their turn. And we'll see if it's a natural 20, I will deal with it then. If it's not a natural 20, you get out the door.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
An 18, you are out the door.
That was the
Yeah.
closest I'm alive.
Oh my god!
Can I shut it?
Yeah.
Whatever deity Reed worships, like, you better leave some offerings for them.
I'm open to religions, so
Right?
Kadoni,
May I?
Bacchus. Those are the only 2 I know. So
Okay, so you come through the door, you pull the door shut behind you. Phineas is next to you and goes, well, what do we do now?
that's not the exit. Lots of
Other
guards.
doors?
Let's
That's
go.
not the exit?
I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't see another
I
door
don't
there,
know.
did I?
There were too many. So,
We're
other
distracted by all
doors.
the guards.
Look at these other doors.
Okay, there's this door over here.
I walk-
Okay,
I
so
walk into the cone of silence and I'm like talking to Clutter, but there's no sound.
Okay, then what are you doing without communicating with anybody?
Me? I'm pointing to the door.
So, Butt Trumpet,
Yes.
you're right there. You see Reed run in the door. You saw Phineas run up to the door, kill that guard, look in the door, and then come back out and hide in that corner. And then you just as quickly see Reed come back out of the door, pulling it shut behind him.
If they can't hear me in the cone of silence, I guess it's not a whole lot of help, but
Reed can hear you. Reed is not in the cone of silence yet.
let me guess. Got caught. Gotta use the other doors.
Lots of guards in there. Doesn't look like a way out.
Cool. Let's move. I'm coming in pointing to the other doors.
The one we subdued the first time. Hopefully he's laying there, not dying.
Let's
matter
just
of fact-
start moving, because fuck this.
Are we still in like initiative order?
Yep.
Type deal? Okay.
Yep.
So who's turn?
That's
is
why
it?
I'm
It's
giving
Buttermilk.
you opportunities to
To
get
leave.
this done before they come through.
So let's
Okay,
open the
is
door
it-
and go. Grayson, go into the
Because-
door.
Okay, you're at the door.
Gonna try to unlock it. Yes, that. Love to
Okay.
open this door.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check to see how you do with locking with this ring full of keys.
By the way, does it look like a cell door or one of the?
It is one of the arch doors.
One of the
Woof, 7.
Okay, you're just having a hard time with that at the moment.
Looking at Reed. Looking at
coming.
Reed gesturing kind of a.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay, anything
I'm
else
standing there
Butt
swaying
Trumpet?
back and forth, like waiting for my turn.
Not unless I can cast Fireball, but Guys doesn't want the prison to be on fire.
Well, being that the only people immediately around you are your friends, that might not be the best decision.
Exactly. So no.
Okay, Reed, it is your turn.
Wait.
Okay.
What? Yes.
Oh.
Can I cast Arcane Lock on that door with the other guards?
Yes.
Ooh,
Doing that.
sweet. That was awesome.
You cast Arcane Lock on that door. You immediately hear the door jiggling, pounding and stuff as you head over to the other door. Okay, Reed, now it is your turn.
I'm gonna rush over there and attempt to unlock the door.
I'm going to
Let's
say
see
that
what you
you
like
get
me to
that
roll.
door open because you're the one who's been doing a lot of the doors.
Real fake doors.
Is there a light in there at all?
Nope.
I uncover my scroll case real quick. Is that another door right in front of me?
Yep.
More doors.
This
All
is
right.
like a cell door. This is obviously a checkpoint, but this is the weird checkpoint.
I call back. I think we've been here before, but I can't remember.
The only
Probably
person
good
who's,
sign.
to the store.
the only person who's going to hear you is Butt Trumpet because they're the only one out of the cone of silence.
Probably a good sign. If you've
Cool.
been there before, then I'm gonna say it's a good sign.
You are in there. You see in the cage to the right the guard that all of you basically secured, but he is now awake and not looking too happy. But he seems to be gagged and secured, and he's on the ground. And he looks at you, and his eyes go wide. And he's like,
Sorry, I can't let you out right now. I will try to open that other door. Did we take this guard's clothes? Is he one of the ones?
no, this one you didn't.
Well, we're on the right track.
Yeah. I think so. If guys and then went through here with other guards, they would have freed this guy. So we're not going the way they went.
Yeah, but we're finding places that we've been before, so like we're at least.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it as positive.
We're on our way to the hole.
Cool. That's
Okay.
all that matters.
All right, I think that's about. Is that about the end of my turn or no?
Yep. You are
Okay.
now in a cage that has 4 walls and a door in each one of them. Kalandra, it is your turn. Remember, you are in the cone of silence at the moment.
Can I see Reed from where I'm at? Like
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you can see him through the
Okay.
door. He's
What-
through another
what's-
door 5 feet into a little 5-foot by 5-foot cage with a door on each wall.
Why are you in a cage, Reed?
This is how you got to go through here. This is like super secure or something, except we get through it.
That's how. Okay, that's the way.
Well, I didn't
That's
see a way out
the way,
through
like,
the guard
out?
room.
That's okay. That's the way out.
I think
you
this is
sure?
the way we came. I think this is the way we came.
I think we're on the right track.
Okay. I'm just following Reed then because I'm just following.
Okay, do you want to go? You could make it into the next little room.
Okay, yeah, I'll go that far.
We're cell buddies.
Yeah. Yay!
Phineas comes through and is like, "Is this the way out? Is this how you got
I
in?"
think so.
Yeah, it's
I
part of
think
the
so.
way.
He goes, "Where
Really,
did
we
you
can't-
come from?"
I told you, a hole in the ground. There's tunnels underneath.
Okay.
I'm turning around and gesturing to Groon and Butterbeer to follow us. Kind of don't want to forget the most important people.
The whole reason we're here.
All right, let's see how far we can go. Let's see how many doors and so far we can get through.
Well, we are going to stop here. You've come through here, and I'm going to go back to Vivalda and Gaius at this point. The officer told those 5 guards to follow you and for you to follow him, and that you're going to go back, and obviously your side needs to be secured.
Yes, sir, of course. I'm just going to confuse the hell out of this guy
No
as
problem.
much as possible. It's like, oh, sir, the one gate was locked, secured. It was just these two. That's what I was,
Ah, okay.
when we were coming through. So that was fine. These weren't. and there's more on the other side of the prison that were left unlocked. Seems like whatever's happening was stopped here, I guess, or
Give me a
whatever the
deception.
hell's going on.
Give me a deception
Oh,
check.
please. It's just a 10.
Okay, well, he got a 9, so...
Still doing it.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is not still doing it.
We're scraping by here.
So
Yeah.
he's like...
And I just see all these guards, and Caius is like, they should not come into the high security area. However, I can make this happen without having to
Mhm.
Gaius does not he's sure that some of these guards are probably assholes, but he's also certain that idiot Johnson, who's new on the job, definitely probably doesn't deserve to accidentally get killed.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say
Mhm.
with your passive perception, because
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious. You're still kind of in that area. The group of the 5 guards out in the hallway,
Yeah.
some of them are talking amongst themselves, but the one in the front seems to be looking at you and Viv up and down quite a bit with a weird
Then,
look on his face.
Yeah. Then I'll just kind of stop talking and kind of just look away. What was I guess I'll start doing whatever the officer said to do, unless he changes his mind.
He had asked you to head back, for all of
Yeah.
you to head back into high security.
Yeah, so after Gaius has had his piece to try to deceive him, unless the captain says or the officer says otherwise, he'll go to continue to carry out the command if possible, without raising any more
Okay.
suspicion from the other guards, I guess.
Okay. And the officer says, "That's a good call. You men, 3 of you stay here, secure this checkpoint. The other 2 come with us."
Yes, sir.
Not you, young man, these 2.
Oh, sorry. I just get excited whenever I get a new order.
The guard looks at you, looks almost ready to say something, and then thinks better of it and goes, "Yeah, give me a perception check, Vivalda."
Okay,
We are so bad at guarding.
that's a 9.
You head through there. The officer takes you into here. He turns to the 2 of you and says, "The 2 of you were down there. You seem to be familiar with it. Take the southern wings. Check those out. Secure them. You 2 come with me. We'll head north."
Sir.
"Yes, sir." He goes to this far and stops dead and says, "Hold up."
Sir?
And you see 2 guards sitting snoring by the doors.
So, painting a quick picture, Paul, I see these 2 guys that are snoring, sleeping there. It's the officer and one other guy now.
2 other guys.
It's not Johnson and the woman, right?
So, Gaius, seeing that these 2 have been put to sleep, makes the logical assumption that the party has moved north. Are the guards tied up?
No, they're just sleeping.
Amateur hour. Gaius kind of looks at Viv and just goes tries to catch her attention and just goes a nod and drops a silence spell right in the middle of everything. So it's a 20 foot sphere. So basically, I want it going up to the door
Okay.
where the checkpoint is. So even if someone were to bang on it, the sound wouldn't register, but enough to keep the 2 guards that are also sleeping in it and the 3 new guards. It looks like I can get all the sleeping guards and the 3, the officer and the 2 guards that came in
Okay.
the bubble. So I'll just get all of them in there. Then Gaius is going to be standing shoulder to shoulder with Viv and just kind of blocking them from getting back to the checkpoint. That looks good. Basically, I want to keep the noise down so the 2 sleepy people can't hear us necessarily subdue the other 3.
Okay. You do that. The officer starts talking, and all of a sudden his voice cuts out, and he's looking around. And
Yeah, and I definitely am miming
okay, so they're all looking around at the moment, and you see the officer kind of point down to the sleeping guards, do something about that as he's looking around.
Yeah, I
you have an
definitely-
opportunity to do something. What do you want to do?
I think we kind of got to knock these guys out. That's what I'm thinking. I think I kind of gave the visual kind of like confirmation that Viv is understanding. So Gaius will. I just kind of like try to bonk him on the hat, like, you know, just bonk with his hammer.
Take advantage. I'm
The
going to give
sneaky
you
Gaius.
I'm going to give you a surprise round.
Oh my lord. 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
I figured not.
That's a 24 to hit on the one
Okay,
closest.
do your
to-
damage.
It was a 5.
And now you can roll initiative. Okay. Vivalda, you were going to go first.
All right, is that guy still awake? Who I just like
Oh yeah.
banged into?
Oh,
Okay,
he's
then I'm gonna-
he was never asleep. He's rather surprised that he just got stabbed, bonked by you.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking to make sure that he's okay. Then I'm gonna try again, to knock him out. Is there a chance that I can like try to like? I don't know if it would do more damage than knockout, but like bang the head into the side of the cavern to kind of get them to knock out.
You can try that.
Okay, what would you want me to roll for that?
We'll do another to hit.
Yeah, should be a
Okay.
normal attack. It's just using the environment.
It's unarmed strike, so because there's no weapon involved,
Okay.
go ahead.
20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
And then what would you want me to roll damage since I'm like pushing him into the side of the wall?
What it basically would be is a 1 plus your strength bonus.
Okay, so still just an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
So 1 plus that's 2, so it'd be 3.
Yeah, I'll attempt to bonk the guard that I was bonking before. 18 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 11 damage. As Gaius kind of like swings the hammer underneath and like clips him in the jaw, trying to like knock his head again up against the wall. How's he looking with that? Is he
He's
looking,
not looking
unconsciousness?
great. He's conscious, but he's not looking great.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Excellent.
it is their turn. He's going to attack you with a unnatural 20.
Yeah, that does hit me. Is he trying to knock me out?
No. 3 points of damage. Vivalda, the one on you, is turning around and pulling out his sword and rolled a 5. So he's
5 to hit?
Yeah,
No.
the wall, obviously, he goes to swing and like the wall gets in the way. And
You
the
knocked him a little silly.
the officer turns around and starts kicking these guys.
Damn it.
Vivalda, is your turn again.
I'm gonna just bang this man's head with my sword again since
You
the
got
wall does not do as much damage as I was hoping. It's a 19 to hit.
it. That definitely hits.
Okay, not lethal. Trying to knock him out. It's another 5 damage.
Okay. You whack him pretty good at the base of the spine, whereas, you know, his head meets his shoulders. And it definitely looks like it did some damage, although you can't tell because he's not making any sounds. Is there anything else you'd like to do at this point?
That's all I can do.
Gaius, it is your turn again.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Warhammer Strike. A 15 to hit,
That is exactly what you needed to hit.
and that is 9 damage.
And he just falls to the ground.
Yeah, I do the uppercut thing from before, spin it back around and just whack, like a whack-a-mole, and you just
He
Falls
gets
down and I'm like-
lifted off the ground and then
whoop,
pummeled into the ground once again.
like I'm playing tennis, and I just serve him right back into the
I was thinking
dirt.
more like one of those paddle balls with the little ball with the rubber band between.
Oh yeah, 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 similar effects. So then I step over his unconscious body once again. I'm getting by the door, but I'm also so Viv and I are body blocking them to get to the next checkpoint.
Where are you going and what?
Well, I moved myself up. I stepped over the body.
Okay.
Just a couple steps, so I'm by the door to the north there. So if they try to go through it, I can knock them out, or I
Okay.
can at least engage them, but still within like shoulder to shoulder with Viv, so nobody can like try to sneak by us as well.
Okay, you see the officer kicking these two sleeping guards.
I'm trying not to murder a bunch of people, so it's really restraining my spell usage. Oddly enough, as a cleric that can heal, a lot of the stuff I have can also really mess up a person's day. So, you know what? I summon spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and it takes the just right here, right in front of the officer, and it takes the form of a blackjack that one or like a sock with a bunch of coins in it, used to just knock people out, engaging its non-lethal setting.
I love that.
And now that it's summoned, so has the officer kicked both of them awake, Paul, or did he just do it to one so far?
He's gotten the one at this point. He's turning around to the other.
Okay, spiritual weapon is just going to, I guess, go for the officer. Just hopefully delay him in rousing the other guy. Spiritual weapon, swing. 15.
That does not hit. That just misses this guy.
That's the captain. All right, or officer. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Then now I am done. Yeah, and I definitely don't cast it like the normal purple colors that I use. That is very visually distinct. And on Gaius brand, this thing comes out as like almost like a black void color.
We'll do green. Green will be nice and
Yeah,
not you.
non brand related to the Bakken.
Okay, and you see the other ones waking up as well. And we'll say next round the two of them can attack. So we will then bring it to the top, and Vivalda will be it'll be your turn, Vivalda. And by the way, you see the officer like pulling his horn and trying to blow it as he's doing this.
Okay, is the guy who I've banged into the wall and hit with my sword twice, is he out yet, or he's still
Not yet.
fine?
He's still up, but he's not looking very good.
Goodness, this guy. I should help guys with that guard, but this guy's here. Okay, I'm gonna
I've
try
got
and
my
hit his
guard.
head one more time. 14 to hit.
Just misses.
Oh,
Were you using your sword pummel?
yeah.
It basically chips away at the stone right by his head, but misses him. Anything you want to do in the meantime with the rest of your turn?
I mean, my only bonus actions are dash, disengage, hide. I don't really think there's anything here that would be very helpful with that.
I was saying if you want to adjust your movement or anything like that.
I think I'm going to stay here to kind of still block the way out.
Not a problem.
So that if the guard wants to run this way, I'm like in the way.
Gaius, it is your turn.
Is this corridor 3 squares wide, Paul? What we're going with, right?
No.
Where's that guy? Is that guy between Viv and I?
Oh, it widens up by the door.
Oh, okay. So he's fine. All right. So what I'm going to do is, with the greatest care and regard for not murdering people, Gaius flings his hand out, 15 to hit. So this hits the guy just south of me, the one Viv's been fighting with. A whip of grapevines come out. At first, you see thorns all over it, and then it kind of just like retracts out a little bit, wraps around the guy's throat, does 6 damage to him, and I pull him toward me. So now he's basically there instead. And then as I bring him in, spiritual weapons coming from behind and just trying to hit him in the back of the head.
Go ahead.
We'll see if it lands first, but that's the twofer I'm going for. Ooh, yep, no, spiritual weapon, just right over his head. That's my turn.
The one gets up and is kind of groggy, but gets the gist to come forward to you. The first one that the officer woke up is still kind of at a loss for what's going on. Officer kind of moves forward and is kind of motioning for him to do something, but he's still back there, so he won't get involved until next round or so. These two are going to get an attack on you. Actually, unnatural 20 again, sorry. And a 9. And
This is on Gaius?
Is that?
on Gaius. And
Yep.
Okay.
the guy that you have tangled, he's still able to make an attack, right?
Oh yeah, no. Basically, I just drew him closer.
Okay.
And the attack hit and did a pull toward me. I was
Okay.
basically getting him closer. That way, hopefully, Viv and I can deal with him before.
Okay. Well, he's practically right on top of you because he rolled a 19.
okay.
I haven't used this dice before. I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah, don't do that.
3 points of damage from the one,
Okay.
and 7 points of damage from the other. Boy, for this guy
Okay.
being like at death's door, he's the one who's hitting the best and doing the most damage.
Good for him. He's the first to. Now, not a death story. He's at unconsciousness's door,
Okay.
which is different.
Mm-hmm.
He's at dreams door.
He's at the door to La La Land. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
He's at sleepy time.
Vivalda, it is your turn.
All right.
Sleepy
I'm
time
gonna hit him
forced
with
him.
my short sword pommel.
Forced head trauma door.
Please go to sleep. Unnatural 20.
There you go.
You don't even have to roll for damage. He just goes down. He
Okay.
had 1 hit point left.
Thank
Of
you.
course he did. Of course he did.
Is there
That's
anything
all I
else you'd
can
like
do.
to do? Okay.
I'll move up a little bit, kick him to the side, and continue to like push these guys.
In our very quiet battle,
Yep, silent,
Okay.
just working like a team, wrecking these fools.
Guys,
just
it is
making
your
our way
turn.
through.
I will focus on the guy that was just roused, not the captain.
Okay.
So I will Warhammer him first. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Damage is 13. Gaius just comes in with the hammer, swing it just like off to the left, up into the head, and let's see what spiritual weapon will add for the flavor. Let's see,
On the
bonus
same
action.
guy?
Yep. Focus firing. I'm taking these fools out one at a time. That's a nat 20 on spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So 12 plus 4 for the so 16.
And he just
Plus the-
collapses. He just
16 and
collapses.
13. So spiritual weapon blackjack and warhammer just hits both sides of the helmet, and you even though it's in the silent spell, you think you hear a crunch as the guy just kind of like
Gong.
falls back. Yeah, there's definitely like you see the gong vibration thing like a cartoon as he slumps over. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not moving, so
A 16 on you, Vivalda.
I think that hits, yeah.
Okay.
Because I have my shield on my back right now, so yeah, it hits.
And a natural 1 on you, Gaius.
he in fact dies from embarrassment.
3 points of damage there,
Shame.
Vivalda. So
Ouch.
the guy on you, Gaius, comes charging and trips over the body of the guy you just destroyed.
So where'd that guy come from? Is that the guy that took the longer a bit to wake up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is Vivalda's turn.
No thank you. I'm gonna hit this guy with the pommel of my sword. 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
6.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I possibly it's just these two, right? These are the
Correct.
only ones that we see right now.
Correct.
I think I'd like to try and grab the one in front of me just to prevent them from running, if possible.
Okay, so you know the one in front of you is the officer.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sure.
you want
I'll
to
grab the
grapple?
officer. Can I?
Yeah.
I would love
wanna
to. I'm gonna
wrestle?
grapple. I'll wrestle this officer down.
All
right. What do I
Yeah, go
gotta
get 'em.
roll?
Strength. It's usually strength athletics check for that kind of thing.
Okay,
As someone who,
strength.
as one of the few people who actually uses the grapple function on a semi-regular basis in 5e.
Okay, athletics. That's 22.
You have him. How would you like to grapple him?
If possible, I would love to just kind of push down to the floor so that they're beneath me and they have to do so much work to get up. And
I submit to you.
If possible, have them hit their head on the floor.
Okay.
So you just linebacker tackle them, basically.
Yes, actually. That's Viv's whole thing now. She's only gonna push people now. That's her new attack.
I am going to say that you were able to take him down being on top of him because there is
Nice.
that collapsed body right behind the two of them.
Yeah,
True.
I have been leaving a
Okay.
field of unconscious people around me, and this time not due to booze, which is the unusual nature.
I'm going to say that it's going to be one square further back because with the body down, you would have actually tripped further back.
Sounds good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Works
All
for
right.
me.
Gaius, your turn.
Yes, I'm doing the same trick to the new guy. Let's roll the bonk. That's a 17 to bonk. I'll roll for the spiritual weapon. That way I can coordinate the verbiage that I'm. And that's a 23 on spiritual weapon. So these both hit. I'll just roll the damage now. Let's see. It's 9 plus 7. So 16 damage total as spiritual weapon swings from behind and hits him in the back of the head as Gaius comes with the hammer and just kind of thrusts it forward and punches him in the gut with it almost to get him to bend over, and spiritual weapon smacks him on the head.
And he just kind of goes up in the air and falls out and just is laying there.
A little flip, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And at this point, Gaius is just in his head, he's like, I don't know why this is going so well. We are screwed later getting out of here. He's starting to get very paranoid about what's going to be happening later in this adventure. Anyway, yeah, so he's done. I guess it's the officer who is currently pinned by Viv's turn.
He looks around and just drops his sword and just goes,
Choke him
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're in silence. I mime.
I'm going to say, I'm
For the-
not sure that Viv's going to see you with you behind him.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, he's
Okay.
surrendered, so
Now I do.
it's her turn now.
I'm sure it's gonna. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be an unarmed strike, but I would just want to do a knockout punch, like the movies.
Take it with advantage.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. That'd be 13 plus my strength modifier, so that's 15 to
Plus
hit.
plus your proficiency. Fighter is always proficient in unarmed strikes.
So damage, it would still be 1 plus my strength, right?
Because of this, and because you seem to be very passionate about it, I'm going to give you a 4-sider plus all the other
Oh, nice.
stuff
Okay, 4-sider.
for this particular strike.
Sounds good. It's a movie knockout punch. So that's a 2 for the 4-sider. My strength bonus is a +2.
You get him across the jaw, and his head snaps to the side, and you see blood kind of spurt out. And then just very slowly, he turns his face back and stares at you and just kind of goes,
This is awkward. Okay. Anyway, it's Gaius' turn, right?
Yeah, so spiritual weapon morphs into what appears to us in our world a soccer hooligan. He does. Yeah, that doesn't do anything though, so it's just going to be menacing. And Gaius, this character's prone, correct, Paul?
yes.
So I have advantage on all my attacks because they're prone. All right, yes. So soccer hooligan spiritual weapon steps up and just kicks him hard in the side of the head for 9 force damage. Non-lethally. As Gaius walks up and just looks down, shakes his head, and you can see him mouthing the words "sorry" as he warms up with the hammer, kind of getting a couple swings in. That's a 25 to hit, and brings it down for 13 damage on, and just kind of but pulls it at the last second, so it just kind of clips him in the side of the head, and he just.
So if it was 13 damage, what like are you doing half of that, or what are you doing?
Well, no, I meant like to show that he's doing it non-lethally. I should say that I'm not killing him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he had
like-
1 hit point left to go unconscious.
Oh dear. Yeah. If Gaius is used to assessing people's medical health, so as he walks up and he's just seeing it, he's like, "Oh no, I'm about to murder this man," and just kind of like grazes his like, gives him like that cut.
He's not dead, but we'll see what happens with him.
Okay, well, what does happen to him?
You don't
This
know.
is the last combat.
He's out.
Well, I check him. Is he dead?
He is not dead.
Have I made him handicapped? Is he lost all the feeling from his like legs down? What terrible thing did I just do to this man?
Give
Is
me
he?
a medicine-
Oh,
give me a
sweet. Did
medicine
I give
check.
him? Did I give him? Is he going to just have an eye patch from now on? Because I'm okay with that. Go dice, go. 13.
You feel like he probably has sustained some serious injury. You're just not sure what, because
Okay.
that was an exceedingly hard blow for someone that was on the brink of unconsciousness.
Okay, so Gaius will administer, like break out a healer's kit, and like take a minute to tend to the wounds a little bit, so it's not
Okay.
as severe. And so, what's quick question? What's the difference between an officer uniform and a standard guard uniform? Is it just like the cloaks? Is it more
Cloaks,
filigree?
there's more there's decoration on it. Not
Gotcha.
like formal
Yeah.
wear, but they've got some
like more filigree, and it's
and
more elaborate.
patches marking, kind of like our military have stripes and stuff like that. It's kind of patches and stuff that show rank.
Gotcha. Yeah. So while Gaius is attending to this person's wounds, do they have the full face helmet as well?
No, this is more like the Roman centurion helmet that comes down the sides without
gotcha.
the broom on top. But just
Okay.
this way they get a clear view of what's going on.
Okay.
While
So-
Gaius is treating this guy and everything, Viv's gonna be on lookout.
Okay.
Yeah. So once I determine he's not going to die and I've done enough,
You've done that.
I'll quickly search his pockets,
Keys.
and then keys, any documents on them, anything that maybe like learn people's names or something. Like if he's got like a roster on him or something for the guards.
He's got
that
a
kind of thing.
the set of keys he has double the amount of keys that the other rings had.
So, question: does this key ring have some unusual ones with like
No.
maybe 3 or 4
No,
sides?
I know exactly
None of
what you're
those?
thinking about, and it does not.
Oh, okay. You proud of me for remembering, Paul?
I am impressed.
Okay. At which point, Gaius kind of like taps Viv and signals for the two of them to drag all the bodies into the cell that's just adjacent to us.
Okay, we can take care
One
of that.
thing he will do, though, is drag all of the wood and everything and cover that hole in the corner. Because he knows what's down there, and he doesn't want these people to get eaten while they're asleep, necessarily. And I also take all the keys off of them. So I drop the silence. Unless Viv has any other opinions, I lock the door behind us. And I'm like, I think the party went north. Get up with them first. Yeah. I specifically said I dropped the
Oh, I
silence.
thought you
spell.
said. I thought you said before you did.
Oh no,
that, you
no!
checked.
I locked the door and everything. I dropped the silence spell. Like,
Got
so,
you. Okay.
Hey, great work.
Right.
I think the party went north because they made those guys
All right.
sleep before we made them
Yes.
sleep harder. Oh,
All
you
right.
know what? They did so well with these two. I'm almost certain that when we head up there, it'll probably be just a couple people asleep, and they're just waiting for us. I'm sure it probably hasn't escalated into some large kerfuffle.
I'm sure they're fine. Yes.
Or some huge problem that we're going to have to bail them out of. All right, yeah, let's head north then.
We go.
Hey, should we keep pretending to be guards just in case?
Yeah, let's be guards.
Excellent. Yeah, I
Right.
almost. Oh man, nothing makes me thirstier than knocking out a bunch of people,
Right. Yeah. Just could
So
go for a
guys,
drink.
exerting my authority.
Locking
Okay.
doors, catching criminals.
Just keeping the peace.
You guys are so
Yeah.
freaking lucky with your God speech that you got as far as you freaking did.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, we're just doing guard stuff and doing guard things.
So,
They're
I thought we were bringing them back.
making the rounds.
guys, what you notice
Yes.
is when you go north, this door is open. It's not locked.
Oh no, this isn't going well.
You go through.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, we have had such dumb good success with blustering our way through. Gaius is supremely confident in his ability to charisma his way through this, and Viv is his partner in crime. We do
Okay.
lock the door behind us because that is just good
No problem.
guard protocol.
You go
Good
up.
guard protocol. Lock the door behind
Viv
us.
thinks he's an amazing liar right now.
Oh, yeah.
You go up the tunnel away from the door, and
Guard,
as you're
guard,
talking, you go about 15 feet when all of a sudden you can't hear each other anymore.
I take a couple steps back until I can start hearing myself.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, they used the silence spell. This is probably good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Right.
you go further about another 15 feet, and you're at an intersection. If you go north about 5 feet a little further, there is another one of these arched doors, and at the base of it to the right in the corner is a guard that looks knocked out.
Okay, he wasn't there before. This is what Gaius is thinking. He's monologuing now because I'm in a silence spell. That guy wasn't there before.
And
Uh-oh.
to the left, down about 15 to 20 feet, is another arch door. Give me a perception check there, Gaius.
All right. So I'm perceiving. So we got one guy unconscious on the north door. Yeah. No, I am supremely worried about what's going on here, but I am fully distracted
Okay,
by
well,
the
even with
unconscious person.
even with a 1, your passive perception,
Yeah.
what you do notice is laying on the ground is another guard, bleeding profusely and obviously dead in a big puddle of his own blood.
Yeah. You don't hear Gaius say this, Viv, but you see him go, mother.
And
Yeah.
that is where we are going to leave it tonight. Thank you, everyone. Tune in next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And we will see what happens if the group gets out with all their people, if they get out alive, if they get out with only some of their people, if they get out at all, or if they end up being given a lease to rent a cell down here. So we will see you next week. And until that time, as always, be kind.